Jason and Jabari. Jason and Jabari.
What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason and Jabari Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at my 24th Rank 3 champion, who I'm very excited to present to you guys. But before we get into all that, last video I asked you guys a question, and that question was, what would you guys do to bring back players that have retired from the game? And I have to paraphrase some of these answers, but they're really, some of them are long, but if you want to read them in their entirety, go ahead and push pause. All right, so the first answer basically is saying reward players where they can earn their rewards, because it's overshadowed by whales, and that is a very valid point. Hopefully Kabam takes note of you guys' answers, by the way. I definitely have to paraphrase this one. Basically, they're saying that the game basically is focusing on being hyper competitive now, and that equates to paying, and that's overshadowing the average players. And that's also a valid point. Another answer that we got was bring back players to promote free-to-play players as opposed to just rewarding pay-to-win players. Again, another valid point. Boris, my guy, said that bring back the ISO and gold stash, because over time you lose that in your inventory and it's hard to recover from that, which makes a lot of sense. My brother Tobias is saying that basically you need to show people over the span of time that they've been gone how you have improved and worked on things so they can have a better experience than when they left before, and then gift them with an Odin set, possibly 6 months prior, something like that, which is very reasonable in my opinion. Again, hopefully Kabam listens to you guys. Another answer we have is basically saying that you're getting rewarded for the duration of time that you've been gone, and it equates to your progression level. And he was spitballing some ideas. Again, if you guys want to read these in their entirety, go ahead and push the pause button. And yeah, you guys can, but I can't make the video like super long, but I do want to feature you guys, and we will continue to do that. And that makes sense, you know, rewarding people that way. I could definitely see that. And the final answer that I'm going to present to you guys today is bring back players with the blob, because they voted for them. So very, very reasonable answers, very interesting answers, very different answers. And yeah, man, today's question of the day is, what form of content do you guys like watching from MCOC YouTubers? What is your favorite form of content? Let me know in the comments below, and who knows, you'll be featured in the next video. But the video is pre-recorded. I'll catch you in the next one. All right, what's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we are going to have our 24th Rank 3 champion. I'm pretty pumped about this. So as you can see, we have a couple different class options. So let's just go ahead and filter by the class options that we have. So the first class option we have is Science. The second class option that we have is Mystic. And the third class option that we have is Tech. I've already got this approved by my alliance. This person will not only help me with my Battlegrounds deck, but they will help out in war, and that feels real good, man. It feels real good. My last Rank 3 champion helped out in war and helped out in my Battlegrounds deck, and to me those are the best type, because that's a win-win. I can contribute to my alliance and do my part as far as war, and then I can also do the rank ups that I need, in my opinion, for Battlegrounds to stay competitive at the Celestial 5 level, which is the top 100 players. That's the level that I try to obtain currently, that I have successfully been able to do when I've tried to do it. I normally don't have to try super hard to get C6. That's just me more relaxed and casual, but now I am trying and playing with the top players. It's good for me. It pushes me. It's stressful. It's very stressful at times. This meta currently is not a good meta. It's terrible because of how the AI behaves, and you have to get intercepts. But it's still fun at times. Like, I don't want to completely take away from that aspect, but it's definitely stressful at times too. So let's go ahead and talk about the options, and then let's go ahead and do the rank up. All right, so the first option we have here is Captain America Infinity War. I've been really falling in love with this champion. I've been using him on attack for war, so he would fit the criteria to help out in war. He is a attacker, and players such as Jackie and Apple have used him at rank 3 with great succession. So if I do take him up to rank 3, he would definitely be one of my science champions that would be staying in my deck permanently. Also, let's not forget Stonehenge. He has a rank 3 Captain America that he's very proficient with as well. So those three guys really got me hip to him, being in a Battlegrounds deck. While I'm not super efficient with them yet, I'm getting more and more comfortable, and I'm learning more and more from watching those guys play and playing those guys myself at various times. Assuming that I allow them to keep their rank 3 Captain Americas, because on this Crit Me meta, 1 SP2, he's pretty much killing anything. Next up is America Chavez. I wanted to rank 3 her for a long time. I was told by my officers if I take her to rank 3, I would be the Serpent guy, because they normally use America Chavez's against Serpents. Sometimes they use other methods of champions, but that was just made mention to me. And America Chavez, most people have her in their deck. She is very good. I do not think she's a super good dual threat champion like she used to be. Most people can just like nuke her when you throw on defense, but she can be a stall option. And then she can catch you in the loop where she constantly heavy spams and throws her special 1 and then gets the special through, and then that becomes unblockable because she got the dark dimension up, etc. So she can be kind of tricky on defense, but I don't consider her to be a good defender. I do consider her to be a dual threat very lightly, because normally most people use her offensively, which she's very good offensively. She can nuke things really quickly, and she can help regen, especially when you need to get some health back because you made a mistake. So she's very good for that. She's very good for Atumas. She's very good in general, and also very good for Serpents. Very good for Serpents. Probably one of the best counters for Serpent. Next up, we have Spot. Spot is a good champion. He can be a dual threat champion. I haven't been playing him very much, and I don't really see a reason to play him right now. So we're going to move on to the next champion. Definitely not going to be him, but he is a good champion. Next up, we have Iron Man. OG Iron Man. He's very good. At rank 3, he'd be a tank, man. He'd be an absolute tank. I don't know if he's a tactic attacker. Let me check real quick. No, he is not. But he could help out. I don't really run him in my Battlegrounds deck. I have played around with him in my Battlegrounds deck, but he just didn't seem to fit very well. But he is a good champion. Next up, we have Kushala. Kushala is a really good champion. She is a tactic attacker, and I haven't really been playing her this meta because she's mainly dot damage, which is damage over time, so she wouldn't work out very well for the Crit Me meta, but in most instances she works phenomenally. She has a lot of utility, and just overall she has decent damage output with her dot damage. Next up, we have Mysterio. I've been a long time fan of Mysterio. You guys know that. Like, when Battlegrounds first started, I was definitely on the Mysterio bandwagon, along with my boy Mike and Kit. And yeah, he's a really solid champion. He's not a tactic attacker or anything like that, but he's very, very good. He handles dominoes. He can be a stall option on defense. Most people do nuke him nowadays, but he can still be a stall option, much like Chavez can be. So he's a loose dual threat, but still can serve a good purpose. All right, next up we have Destroyer. Destroyer can be a nightmare, especially this meta, man, on defense. If he gets that passive power gain, that's pretty much GG's. You can pretty much expect him to go red. He goes passively unstoppable. You can't put a slow on him. So he's a little bit more of a problematic defender, this meta. But in general, he's all right. But this meta specifically definitely shines a little bit more. I have had some issues with him myself, especially the ones that are rank 3s. All right, next up is my boy Civil Warrior. If you haven't checked out that Civil Warrior showcase video for Battlegrounds, where I said if you want to see something cool, definitely go check him out, man. Show the boy Civil Warrior some love. I'm definitely planning on taking him to rank 3, but it won't be in this video. But he is my second favorite tech champion. I know most people don't value him, but I do. And at the end of the day, this game is about having fun, and I can play with him at a competitive level. I tend to take champions that I do actually like to the highest level to play them, and I generally get success out of that. It takes practice, it takes determination, and it takes skill. And I've been true to myself about my champions that I like. And at the end of the day, guys, that's really all that matters. As long as I like them, it's my roster, I'm having fun, and I can utilize them in any way I see fit, including the highest level, I just call that wins all the way around, man. Next up we have Warlock. He's super strong in this meta. I don't generally play Warlock because he takes crit fail damage versus domino. Some people can do it without taking the crit fail damage. I don't really know how. Normally he takes a crit fail damage, and like when I want a tech champion, when I look for a tech champion, normally I want them to counter domino or someone like that, right? And he can't do that. Now granted, I just talked about Civil Warrior being my second favorite tech champion. He doesn't counter domino very well either, so I definitely need to say that. But with Warlock, I don't know, man, I just never really got into him like that. I think he's very good. I think he's very good this meta. I wouldn't mind taking on a rank 3, but he's just like a lower priority, I would say. But he's a good champion. He's awakening and everything. I do like the champion. I don't know. He doesn't do it for me. That's the best way I can describe him. All right. So next up we have Deathless Vision. That's just going to be a no. I don't care for this champion. I like OG Vision, Yellow Pants Vision. That's my favorite Vision. He is as a 7-star. When he becomes a little bit more affordable, I'll consider getting him and taking him to rank 3, but not this one. I don't care anything about this one. Next up we have Enchantress. I was fortunate and lucky enough to get Enchantress and pull her from the Titan pool, so definitely check that video out because I had some other interesting pulls as well. But yeah, man, it's Enchantress. She's a menace on defense. I don't know how to use her offensively, but I think her awakening ability helps her out a little bit offensively, but honestly it would be a defensive rank up. In my Battlegrounds deck, she would probably get some bans for me, so meaning I wouldn't have to fight Enchantresses either. I don't mind fighting her, but if I can get her banned and it cuts my deck, that would be great. All right, next up we got Werewolf by Night. He is unduped, but it doesn't matter because he's just a monster. I really do like this champion. He isn't a attacker or anything like that this meta, but he is super solid and he can do a lot. Next up is Hulkbuster. He is a tactic attacker. He's pretty good. I do like Hulkbuster. I did use him last war and he performed very well, so him going to rank 3 I wouldn't exactly mind. And he is a super big tank, man. and I could definitely see him going in my Battlegrounds deck for sure. Next up is Thing. Yeah, I mean, Thing needs to be awakened. He needs to be awakened. If he was awakened, I consider him going to rank 3. And lastly, we have Scarlet Witch, who is just a menace this meta. There are some people with a rank 3 Scarlet Witch, not too many, but I mean, this is the only meta that she shines in really is a crit me meta, so not too many people are gonna really commit to her, including myself. All right, so it's decision time. I've given you reasons, my reasons. I'm not saying they're the best reasons, but they are my reasons. Let me know who you guys are taking to rank 3 and as to why. But to end this video, we're going to go ahead and do the rank up, and that is going to be none other than Enchantress. All right. Talk to my alliance about this. They definitely wanted a rank 3 Enchantress. I promised them I would do it. I was more than happy to do it as soon as I got her. So I knew all along that she was going to be the next one going up. She's already in my Battlegrounds deck, so that helps out. And yeah, man, I'm super pumped about this. I definitely want to do my part here in DSVG. Most of the fellas know me. They know I try to do my part. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do try. And that makes me happy when I can, like I said, get a champion to go in my Battlegrounds deck, as well as get a champion to help out in Alliance War. So, my Battlegrounds deck and Alliance War. All right, so that's 24. That she is the 24th one. So here's her stats. She has 85k base health pool, which is not bad. I hope she spams a lot of SP1s on my enemies. But it's all in the name of love, you know. At the end of the day, we all kind of hate this game at times. So yeah, man, it's going to be a super cool time. But that's going to do it for this video. I'll do the question of the day in a separate voiceover. Continue liking and subscribing. You guys are pushing us through this algorithm like crazy by hitting the like button, by sharing around with your friends, and just by simply tuning in. So please continue what you're doing, guys. We absolutely appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts, and we'll see you real soon. Peace.